Hi there, this is Karen from Soul Shimmer Designs, and I'm excited to show you my first project for Spring 2023. And I've created this super colourful and gorgeous door sign, and I've put it on my front door because I'm really hanging out for spring. So let's see how this one was made. So most of the colours that I've chosen are from the colourful glitter range with those beautiful spring colours. Plus I added in the candy rainbow stripes and the green mirror chrome and the carnation pink. So for this project you need the round 30cm wooden door sign. I have ones that have the holes drilled in, so if you can get those, that's super convenient. Instead of sanding and painting the wooden door sign, I decided to print out a circle the 30 centimeters diameter using the coconut white vinyl, and I'm just applying that as a base. I find that's just easier and helps the other vinyl to stick properly, and I just wanted a clear white background, and this was perfect. Then I've got my X-Acto knife and I'm just getting the holes there so I know where to place all my decals, so make sure it's in the center. And then I also put in my ribbon that I was using to hang the sign. I wanted to put all that on first just so I had an idea of colors and also positioning for the decals that I was about to put on. So I've cut all my decals on my silhouette cameo, and now I'm just weeding off the hello sign, and I use the candy rainbow stripes for the offset and the military green mirror chrome for the wording. I didn't want to use black, but I didn't want to use something too light, and I thought this mirror chrome green was perfect choice. So I'm using my tweezers to remove those inside pieces and the hearts as well from the sides of the decal there, and I always keep little things like that just in case I can use them for another project. I have quite a few just smaller pieces that maybe you think you can add. Now I'm using my transfer tape and I'm just putting the decal onto the offset, using my squidgy to squash that down. And the mirror chrome is just amazing how fast it comes off. It doesn't need a lot of pressure on your squidgy, like for burnishing. It just peels off so nicely and smoothly. So this decal was an absolute dream to make. Now I'm adding the stem of the tulips. I've got some tulips coming up, and I'm just positioning my hello decal first just to get an idea of where I wanted everything to sit. And once I'm happy with that, then I'm applying the stems of the tulips using my squidgy to squash down or burnish down the green matte vinyl that I've used there, and using a bit of muscle to pull that off. And any tiny little bubbles that you can see, you can usually squish out with your squidgy or just with your finger like I've done there. It doesn't need a lot to get through. And these are the tops of the tulips. You can see there I've used all those pretty spring colours, the colourful glitter range, and they were really perfect for this sign. I found this vinyl is actually quite thick, so you need some of the super sticky transfer tape, and I didn't have any of that on hand, so I found it easier just to use my tweezers and apply each piece this way. It took a little bit longer, but that's okay. I was fine with that. I had the time, and they weren't very difficult decals to apply on each one. But that is a recommendation. If you use these colourful glitter vinyls, then you will need the super tack or super sticky transfer tape, especially if you've got quite a detailed decal. So I'm just going through and adding all the letters in, in their tulip shapes, and these colours really are gorgeous. I've got some sun coming through as I'm filming this too, which kind of also puts me a little bit in the mood for spring. But it's coming out really nicely, and I'm almost done with adding the tulips there. This last one I was able to use the transfer tape as it's a little bit thinner, and that is the glitter carnation, and that's all my tulips done. So the next thing is to add on my hello decal. I've just trimmed it down because the shape was a little bit all over the place, so just trimmed it down a bit to make it easier to work with. Cutting off the sides, and I'm not quite sure why I decided to apply my decal this way, but to make life difficult for myself. But normally I wouldn't. I would just peel the transfer tape off and apply that way, but I decided to do it this way for some reason today, and it took a little bit extra effort. Some of my letters decided to follow the transfer tape backing, so I don't recommend you do it this way, but I got it all to sit properly where it needed to be in the end, and really happy with how that turned out. It was easy enough to use my tweezers to fix up any pieces that hadn't quite sat properly because of the way that I applied my decal, but that was easy to do, and we're all done. So this is the end product, and I really like how this one has turned out. As I keep saying, I'm really in the mood for spring, so this definitely helps. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and if you have any questions, please let me know, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.